afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. I'm Jennie Montgomery. Welcome to another half hour of information to help you make the most of your time, to make informed decisions, and to keep up with goings on around Greater Augusta. First up today, the river region is uniting to bring safe water to hundreds of men, women, and children across the world. Have you heard about Walk for Water? Local schools, churches, businesses, and individuals are raising awareness, raising money, and walking for water this coming Saturday, October 5th. Why walk for water, you ask? Because every day, more than 2 billion people wake up to the realities of dirty water. The CSRA Walk for Water will bring together teams of participants from both sides of the Savannah and from all walks of life to boldly battle the global water crisis. It's an opportunity to bring hope to millions of people around the world through the simple act of walking. The Reverend John Jenkins from St. Paul's Church in Augusta joins me now. Father Jenkins, thank you so much for your time today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
You have a big weekend coming up at your church, and it starts with Saturday with the Walk for Water. And for people that don't know, the route is beginning in North Augusta at the SRP Park.
Yes.
And that's where they'll get buckets and they'll walk across the bridge and down to your church.
Down the river walk and to the parking lot, yes.
And then you all are going to fill up their buckets with dirty water?
We'll have a big pool in the parking lot, and everybody fills their bucket up and carries it back to the park.
So they're going to walk from, what are you, down at 6th Street? You're down at 6th Street? All the way to the bridge, across the bridge, and then back down to the ballpark.
Yes.
That bucket's going to get pretty heavy.
It is, but the whole purpose is to connect you with the walk that people are making every day all over the world to get what they need.
It's like the video we just watched,
Exactly.
that little boy going out for water. Women also around the world are so impacted by this because women so many times are the ones that are walking hours and hours to get water for their families every day.
Every day. It's women and children, and it prevents them from schooling and from developing their communities, and so the difference that this makes is utterly transformative.
Now, it started, this is the first time in our community we're doing a Walk for Water. So True North Church, Family Y, WAFJ Radio, how did this ball get rolling?
Well, there's some folks at True North who've had this dream for a number of years, and they started sharing it with others, and people got on board. And there are at least 20, maybe 30 churches now that are partnering with business sponsors, and it is meant to be a community event that creates uncommon unity.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And your church was a natural fit because you of Iron Man. And
we love to play host.
Yeah.
And to be hospitable and to draw community together, and that's what we're doing again.
Well, one of the things that they did too, and your church hosted this at the end of August, we want to show you this, they did something pretty cool. You hosted a demonstration on the water purification technology by Water Mission using water from the Savannah River. Now, what was that like for you?
Well, it's amazing to see how compact these units are, and the fact that they're solar powered. They're very efficient.
Yeah, you can see solar panels right over there.
That's right. And to take water that you would never put in your mouth.
No.
And run it through this machine, and it's safe.
And you all saw that happen. You saw like brown water with sediment and stuff in it.
I don't remember the number, but I think he said just this small unit could generate enough for a village of several hundred people a day.
Wow, a unit that size. And so that's what Water Mission, that's what they're doing, is using cutting edge technology.
Absolutely.
And taking these units to areas to change their lives.
To change their lives. They were loading ships before the hurricane went through the Bahamas. They were some of the first on the ground. So they do disaster response as well as establishing water systems for the first time in places that need it all over the world.
We have a link on our website to Water Mission if you click on this segment, and you can see that and you can read a lot more about it, and that their website opens now with pictures of Dorian and what they're doing. So we want to show you the details again about the day. It is Saturday, October the 5th, 9 a.m. beginning at SRP Park and then to St. Paul's Church and ending at SRP. And we're doing it because one person dies every every 37 seconds from a water-related illness. Half the hospital beds in the developing world are filled with people suffering water-related diseases, and we can help through the 2019 CSRA Walk for Water. And I know that you are excited about that, Father Jenkins, and that is a very, very cool thing. But it's not the only thing that's going on at your church.
Not that weekend.
You know, when it rains, it pours. Sunday, you've got the blessing of the animals.
We do. And
you have to tell me about that.
It's an annual event. They take place all over the CSRA, but at St. Paul's, it's on the 6th, and people bring all their pets, horses, fish, cats, dogs, their favorite people.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But we have some prayers. We ask God's blessing on these beautiful, special creatures that we love so much.
That's a neat thing. That's really neat.
Yeah.
And if you bring your pet, all pets are welcome?
All pets are welcome.
What's the weirdest pet you've ever had?
I don't know,
mean,
but
do you ever
the
have,
noises
like,
they
reptiles?
make. There's sometimes a few reptiles, but you have rabbits. What's amazing is that when we start the prayers, the animals settle down.
Oh, wow.
You have to.
It must make you feel like St. Francis of Assisi or something.
You have to experience it for yourself, but it's wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's coming up then. We can show you the details about that. The Blessing of the Animals coming up Sunday, that's October 6th at 4 in the afternoon. It's in your church courtyard there at St. Paul's Church.
Yes.
All pets are welcome. They just ask that you have them on a leash or in a carrier. And you don't have to be a member of St. Paul's to go get your animal
Not
blessed.
in the least. And we collect materials that animal shelters need as part of the fundraiser that goes along with that.
Oh, that's terrific.
Yeah.
So I guess like dog food and
Dog food. There's actually, I believe, the
supplies.
SPCA has a list of the things they need.
Wonderful.
And it's a collection point.
Well, Father John Jenkins, it has been delightful having you with us today. Thank you
you
so much for your time.
Thank you so much. It's
And
been
good
wonderful.
luck. Rest up for your very busy weekend, because you're going to have church in there too. You're going to have church services in the middle of all that.
All of it. Yep.
Still ahead on Jennie.